Prime Ministers of India and Nepal jointly inaugurate first cross-border petroleum products Motihari-Amlekhganj pipeline. President Ramnath Kovind invites professionals from Iceland to be part of transformational journey of India. Assam-Meghalaya border dispute led to 56 incidents in 3 years, says Meghalaya Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong. ISRO racing against time to bring Vikram back to life and salvage lander rover part of Chandrayaan-2 mission. And in sports, the Union Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs Kiran Rijiju inaugurates the 25th Senior Women's National Football Championship in Pasig. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hansraj. And now the details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today reiterated India's commitment to support the development of Nepal according to priorities of the neighboring country. Modi said this while inaugurating the first ever cross-border petroleum products pipeline in South Asia, the 60-kilometer-long Motihari-Amlekhganj petroleum product pipeline, with his Nepalese counterpart KP Sharma Oli through video conferencing. The Prime Minister also talked about India's support to Nepal for reconstruction works after the devastating earthquake in 2015 and expressed happiness that due to bilateral cooperation, people in Gorkha and Nuwakot districts have got their shelters back. Speaking on the occasion, the Nepalese Prime Minister thanked the Indian government for its support. He said India-Nepal relation is not limited to a project and it is so deep and dense that no area of cooperation is left.
कि दक्षिण एशिया की ये पहली क्रॉस बॉर्डर पेट्रोलियम पाइपलाइन रिकॉर्ड समय में पूरी हुई है। जितनी अपेक्षा थी उससे एक प्रकार से आधे समय में ये बनकर तैयार हुई है।
President Ramnath Kovind invited professionals, especially in the field of geothermal energy, from Iceland to be part of the transformational journey of India. Participating in the reception hosted by the Indian community in Iceland last night, the President noted that major reforms are taking place in India, gaining a new confidence globally. He informed that the visa procedures are simplified with introduction of e-visa facilities in 169 countries. The President noted that Iceland has embraced yoga as its own and taken active participation in the International Day of Yoga.
India that is highly mobile, highly skilled, and one whose people are writing the script of the machine intelligence age.
Meghalaya Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong on Monday informed the State Assembly that 56 incidents related to the interstate border dispute with Assam took place in the past 3 years since 2017. Replying to a query during question hour, Tinsong said 20 incidents took place in the West Khasi Hills district, 21 in Rivoy, 14 in West Khasi Hills, and 1 incident took place in West Garo Hills district. The Deputy Chief Minister said the Deputy Commissioners and Superintendents of Police immediately took up the issues with their counterparts in Assam to diffuse the tension. A Chief Secretary level meeting was also held on June 21, 2019 to discuss border-related issues and standard operating procedures for lines of communication, Tinsong said. Replying to a short duration discussion on the drug ban, Tinsong said police have taken various measures to curb the drug problem in the state. Assam Minister of Social Welfare Pramila Rani Brahma flagged off a rally as a part of the observation of Poshan Mah from Deputy Commissioner Office of Kamrup Metro Guwahati to Jahazghat Anganwadi Center at Ujan Bazar on Tuesday. The rally was organized by Social Welfare Department, Kamrup Metro. After the rally, the minister interacted with the children in the Anganwadi Center. DC of Kamrup Metro Vishwajit Pegu was also present in the rally. Various Anganwadi workers and Asha workers took part in the rally. The entire month of September is being celebrated as the Rashtriya Poshan Mah, and this year's theme is complementary feeding.
Arti karena damai istiqor hidup, kami महिला সকলক
ISRO is racing against time to bring Vikram back to life and salvage the lander rover part of the Chandrayaan-2 mission. The lander Vikram with the rover Pragyan tucked inside it lost communication with the ground stations during its final descent, just 2.1 kilometers above the lunar surface, minutes before the planned soft landing in the early hours of Saturday. The Bengaluru headquarters space agency on Tuesday again confirmed that the lander has been located on the lunar surface by the onboard cameras of the Chandrayaan-2 orbiter, which is circling the moon in its intended orbit. All possible efforts are being made to establish communication with lander, ISRO further said in a tweet. A senior ISRO official said the images from the orbiter camera showed that Vikram is in single piece, lying on the lunar surface, not broken into pieces. It is in a tilted position. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma informed the State Legislative Assembly at the ongoing autumn session that the state government has taken stringent measures to ensure that illegal immigrants do not enter the state following the exclusion of over 19 lakh people from the National Register of Citizens NRC in Assam. Replying to a short discussion on the fallout of NRC exercise and its impact in Meghalaya raised by Nongpo MLA Melbourne Siram in the Assembly today, the Chief Minister informed that altogether 223 people were detected recently in different check gates who were trying to enter the state without proper documents, and they were sent back to their respective states and were asked to come back to Meghalaya with proper documents. The Chief Minister further stated that the manpower in all the check gates of Meghalaya have been increased following the publication of NRC in Assam. Meanwhile, Leader of Opposition Dr. Mukul Sangma urged the state government to immediately implement the Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act in view of the prevailing situation. Narendra Modi has completed 100 days in his second consecutive stint as Prime Minister in the BJP-led NDA government. The government has already highlighted and in continuing to highlight many of its legislative, political, fiscal and reformative successes and agendas. During the start of his second stint, Modi had added one more element to his slogan of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, that of Sabka Vishwas. In his second stint, the radical shift in the governance approach has been underwritten by distrust. The electorate seems to believe that Modi's actions are guided by selfless dedication for the nation, and his only agenda is heightening India's stature in the Committee of Nations and ensuring a better life for its citizens.
तो रास्ते बन रहे हैं अंदर मतलब गांव के अंदर हो या हम लोग जो मतलब मेन रोड के अंदर रहते हैं, तो रास्ते सब मतलब काम मतलब रास्तों का मैक्सिमम काम चल रहा है, तो उससे हम लोगों को बहुत प्रॉफिट हो रहा है। कम्युनिकेशन के बारे में ही हो और मतलब वो राइस जो चावल है जो मतलब पोर पीपल को मिल रहा है कम दाम में, तो वो सब भी वो रेशन कार्ड से कम दाम में वो मतलब खा सकते हैं, कम दाम में ले रहे हैं, तो वो सब प्रॉफिट मुझे दिख रहा है। करप्शन के बारे में बोल सकते हैं कि पहले ज़्यादा कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट के टाइम पे बहुत ज़्यादा था, सब अब थोड़ा कम हो रहा है। जैसे ऑफिस में हम जाते हैं तो डायरेक्टली लोग मतलब हिचकिचाते हैं, डायरेक्टली करप्शन कम हो रहा है पहले से बहुत।
In Manipur, the 32nd Foundation Day of Writers Forum was celebrated in Imphal on Monday, followed by a book releasing event. The celebration was organized by Writers Forum Imphal in association with Manipur State Kala Academy. Several dignitaries, including Manipur State Kala Academy Secretary Lodambam Kishorjit, attended the function. Poetry recitation and a quiz competition for children were also organized as part of the function. Speaking of the event, Manipur State Kala Academy Secretary Lodambam Kishorjit maintained that many great authors and writers of the state had produced books which have provided immense benefits to the readers. Along with the rest of the country, Assam also observed Muharram today with due religious fervor. In this connection, a procession with Taraj was taken out from Machkwa Idgah in Guwahati, where a large number of people took part. The youths took part in different sports activities in this connection. In Tripura, the abrupt hike in tariff for health services at government-run hospitals has led to huge resentment against the ruling BJP, with the main opposition parties Congress and CPIM criticizing the actions of the Biplab Kumar Dev government. Opposition leader Manik Sarkar has written a letter to the Chief Minister urging him to roll back the huge tariff hike in all government hospital services. State Congress President Pradyot Kishore Debbarman has also sharply reacted to the government decision. All district units of the Congress have been asked to stage protest rallies against the government move in the healthcare sector. While there has been 100% hike for some hospital services, in some services the increase has been around 200%, triggering resentment among the people. In sports news, Arunachal Pradesh beat Tripura by 8 goals to 2 in the Hero Sub-Junior National Football Championship 2019-20 being played at Khaman Lampak Main Stadium in Imphal on Monday. In the qualifying round from the Group B match, Arunachal Pradesh had a well of a time to stick to their plan and dominate over Tripura team. For Arunachal Pradesh, Dorji Leda Lepcha scored 2 goals while skipper Yora Tarung, Amam Preda Sharpa, Jackie Rapung, Toku Panung, Damil Bomnyo and Kelly Payang scored a goal each. Tripura scored through Anish Debbarma, who scored both the goals. The 25th edition of the Senior Women's National Football Tournament began in Pasighat of Arunachal Pradesh today. The 25th edition of the tournament is being organized for the first time in the state. Union Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs Kiran Rijiju inaugurated the tournament. Chief Minister Pema Khandu and several dignitaries were present on this occasion. While inaugurating the tournament, Rijiju said the day is a historic one for Arunachal, not only because the national tournament is being organized here, but this will also encourage other sports in the state as well. Chief Minister Pema Khandu also spoke on the occasion. A total of 29 state teams, including railways, are taking part in this tournament. In Manipur, the 241st Hikru Hitongba festival was celebrated on Monday. The festival is organized on the 11th day of the Manipuri month Langban to bring prosperity to the community. Apart from performing religious rituals to predict the fortune of the state and paying obeisance to the gods for bountiful blessing, a boat race is held, which is the main highlight of the festival. Thousands of people thronged the Bijay Govinda Moat at Sagalband in Imphal, West District to witness the boat race. In Manipur, Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan has said that in order to bring inclusive development, imparting better education to the women of the state is must. Addressing at the Governor Award distribution of R.K. Sanatombi Devi Vidyalaya at Pangei in Imphal is today, R.K. Ranjan underlined the importance for giving priorities to women in various fields at par with their male counterparts to enable them to play a significant role in the society. During the program, selected teachers, students, police personnel and sports persons from within the state were honored, conferring awards for their efforts and services towards society. And before we wind up the bulletin, a recap of the headlines. Prime Ministers of India and Nepal jointly inaugurate first cross-border petroleum products Motihari-Amlekganj pipeline. President Ramnath Kovind invites professionals from Iceland to be part of transformational journey of India. Assam-Meghalaya border dispute led to 56 incidents in 3 years, says Meghalaya Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong. ISRO racing against time to bring Vikram back to life and salvage lander rover part of Chandrayaan-2 mission. And in sports, the Union Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs Kiran Rijiju inaugurates the 25th Senior Women's National Football Championship in Pasighat. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.